What's happening, So Fam? So, yesterday you might have noticed that I did not post a video on most of my social media for the most part. I did put it some areas and some not. Now, there's a good reason why, and I want you to be able to follow this vibration on your own whenever you feel that way. There are just some days where you got to do something different, something outside of your norm, right? So if you're somebody who wakes up every morning and you make a video, like there's days where you just don't feel like you want to make a video, or there's days where you don't feel like you want to do something. It's really important to pay attention to those days. You know, there's going to be days where that comes in and it has to do a lot with like laziness, or that you had to make a shift. Other days it's just like, hey, let the things that you shared integrate. You don't have to keep doing, all right? There's a new shift in our earth where not only has the law of attraction completely morphed and changed depending on which layer of earth you're at, but also like your habits and your schedule and your lifestyle is changing. I'm always telling you guys, lifestyle is an ascension process, right? Ascension is a lifestyle, right? So when you wake up and you're just like, hey, today's not the day to post a video, or today's not the day to message that person, or today's not the day to focus on anything but this one thing. You need to be able to say that it's okay for you to do that, okay? Because there's a lot of us that are like, oh, we're constantly manifesting, we're constantly helping people, we're constantly doing this, we're constantly doing that, and we kill ourselves trying to get all these things done, and we forget to just simply exist, right? So yesterday, I basically did that. I just focused on Patreon. I did a couple posts on Patreon, which is like the main community that I really wanted to just like talk to mostly yesterday. And then I was just like, okay, the rest of the day is just going to be about me meditating, about me working on my Antohide 2 course that's going to be releasing in just a couple weeks. And then just sitting down and letting everything else kind of just float around me. What was really interesting is that yesterday we had another one of those spikes in our Schumann resonance on Earth, and I felt it, and all I felt like was like this itchiness. And as you can see, like this is ascension symptom right here, okay? You see my scalp? You see how my scalp is kind of like white over here? That's all fresh skin that just keeps like changing and morphing, and is not getting the opportunity to actually, like blend in with the rest of my skin tone. This is just an ascension symptom. Is it driving me crazy? Absolutely, because it's not fun, right? But other ascension symptoms can be just like recognizing today you don't have to do anything, or you do too much, you need to take the next couple of days off, right? And what was really cool is like last night I was going to sleep and I'm like, oh my God, tomorrow, what do I have to do tomorrow? I kind of feel like I need another day off, like just to like chill and be zen with myself. What's going to happen tomorrow? And I looked at my schedule and I had absolutely nothing planned. And I was like, yes, the universe knew that tomorrow, Thursday, I was going to feel a certain kind of way, And today I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, it's Thursday and I don't have anything I have to do. Maybe I'm going to do something about my hair since it's driving me so crazy with all these ascension shifts. So you might have noticed that you're getting more thirsty. You're super dehydrated. You have itchiness, like not only like in areas like this, but in every other area of yourself. You might have noticed that you just don't want to do certain things anymore. You might have even gotten to this point where you feel bored with reality. I definitely had one of these conversations in my Antohide class with my students about being bored and like what that means in your reality. It means rather you've learned everything that you need to learn about a certain kind of aspect, or that you are aware of everything that's happening around you and you're ready to evolve past that, right? So sometimes you get bored because you just know subject matter way too well. Other times you get bored because it's just not challenging, right? So either way, even if you know something really well, and it can still be challenging at times, right? But there's times where you know something so well and it's just not challenging, or you don't know it as well, but you just organically don't make it challenging whatsoever. These are just part of your ascension system, ascension symptoms. You might have even noticed things like that, where your words are slurring and you're saying things that are not like really making sense all that much. That's just part of it. We're switching into this vibration of telepathy. We're switching in this vibration of being and not doing, learning how to exist and let the things that don't serve us anymore just fade away. You're gonna notice that there's this natural propensity for you to have like a bit of fear when you're, feeling these vibrations. Oh my God, I'm bored with reality. Oh my God, what do I do? What does this mean? Oh my God, I don't want to make a video today. Is my channel gonna fall because I don't post this video? You need to be secure in your power. You need to be able to say that matter is not going to control you and the way you live your life, right? And that's one of the things that I've personally been learning with my social media is I constantly pump things out on every platform that I have: Teachable, Patreon, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and there's these days where you're just I just don't want to do that anymore. And of course it's hard, especially if you're a content creator or just somebody who attends to other people. You're just well, if I don't show up, who is going to show up, and are they going to get what they need to get today? And it's just kind of hey, they need to figure it out on their own, right? Because ascension is a path that each one of us has to walk on our own. And yesterday when I woke up, I was okay, you know what? I've given a lot of messages out there. They can digest that message. And if not, they'll have their own downloads. And if not, then I'll be back tomorrow, right? But for me, it's okay to say that I'm not going to be a slave to social media. I'm not going to be a slave to the schedule that I've created in Matter. Even though it's very helpful, I need to recognize that today is a day for me to just focus on myself, focus on my reality, focus on the next things that I want to create. Because remember, if you can take care of yourself, you're going to take care of all of your other projects. If you can detach from the illusion of matter, your projects are actually going to be much more concrete and beneficial, right? If you're always focusing on oh my God, I got to change this because somebody said something to me, or I got to do this because somebody else commented something else about whatever, or I'm making this because I feel disempowered. If you're always generating your movements because of what's happening in matter, right, or whatever you've constructed in matter, you have become a slave to your manifest. Therefore, you are no longer a creator of your manifest. Your manifest is creating you and telling you which way you need to go. And that's one of the things you gotta learn right now with the new phases of the law of attraction. It's a lot of you have created what you guys have wanted, and you're starting to rather see it happening and coming to you more easily, or you've already been living in it like I have, and you're seeing it take off and take all these different forms. You need to be aware of that fact and understand that your manifestation can no longer run you. You spent all this time creating your manifestation, and if you're feeling any stress, it's because the power got inverted. Now it's time for you to be aware of that, invert the power back, and take control over your creator potential. All right? Part of that is just being real with yourself, okay? A lot of people don't have the balls to be real with themselves. A lot of people don't have, the energy to say, hey, I'm putting myself first. That's what I did yesterday. I'm putting myself first. I know that if I put anything else out there today, yesterday on Wednesday, it was just not going to vibe the same way as I'm doing it right now. And I was going to feel more drained. And maybe today this video wouldn't have shown up. And I wouldn't have all the downloads that I had yesterday. I had to put myself first. So this is kind of my little direct example to you, if you watch my channel actively, that yesterday I didn't post anything because I was catering to myself, and that's okay. And anybody who didn't like it, too bad. You had to figure it out on your own, or you had to get going somewhere else. That's pretty much as it is, because ascension is your power alone. Others can guide you towards it, but you make the final steps on whether or not you're going to choose to embrace ascension. And that's partially listening to those voices that tell you to do a certain thing, or listening to yourself. Because a lot of times we're oh, if my guides tell me not to do this thing, not to post a video today, then I won't post a video today. How about you? What do you want? Do you want to post a video today? Fuck the guides. Fuck what they have to say to you. What do you want? If you're always giving your power to the guides or to anything else other than your own desire, you're not mastering ascension. So here it is. You saw me do it live, and I might do it again. And I've been doing it for the last couple weeks, where I've been hey, today's just not the day. Last week I didn't do a channeling because nobody came to me and was hey, I want to talk to the community. That was okay. And I posted on Patreon that when that happens is because people need to integrate what's going on. There's so many shifts going on and everyone hears everything, but a lot of people are just listening and not actually making the shift happen in their life actively. And if that's one of the things you're doing right now, time to reevaluate yourself, because if you don't reevaluate yourself, you're going to fall into the same pattern. There are multiple layers of earth right now going on at the same time. Some people are living on a shit zero, absolutely crap earth that's going to go towards fear and destruction. Other people are living in this magical vibration of just like, all I'm doing is existing. I don't need to focus on anything else other than focus on myself. Other people are in between those layers. You need to be okay being on whatever layer it is that you need to be on. You need to detach from all the extra noise that's happening around you and ask yourself right now in this moment, what do you want? What is it about you that's most important in this moment? What is it about you that's going to create the future? What is it about you that's being manhandled by your manifest? What is it about you that's not being the creator that you need to be right now in this moment to empower everyone else? Are you giving into fear? You're stepping away further from your ascension, okay? From your ascension. So if you're looking for one-on-one coaching, schedule a free clarity consultation with me to see if you're a good fit. The description is going to be in the link below or on my Instagram profile. You can click on the link or send me a DM on Instagram saying clarity call. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, give this a like, and have a wonderful day. Empower yourself. Just be that person and you're going to see magic happen. Love you.